buffering.
I know where you at. I bet she's around.
Happening, peeps? What is going on, guys? What is shaking? What is happening? You know what we're gonna do? We're going to open up this this little cup. You know, I'm in a hotel. I'm up here in Boone, North Carolina. I was going to do a live show, and I said, fuck it. I'm not doing a live show. Fuck live shows. I should have done a live show, but I did not feel like it. I am at the Hampton in Boone, North Carolina. We picked up a beer from Appalachian Mountain Brewing Company. This is the Thunder Cloud. What the fuck is the goddamn name of this beer? We're going to talk about it. Really, I've got it pulled up on the Untapped over here. So it's the Thunder Cloud Pleaser. That's what we're drinking. Appalachian Mountain Brewery. It's an IPA. It's a New England style. 6.5% ABV, or alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed. It's got an average rating of 3.85. 979 ratings so far. The first Juice Haze IPA in our series. Brewed with our favorite blend of Galaxy, Azaka, and Mosaic, complemented by a touch of mango. Of course, we made sure to rise above the clouds with a double dry hopped to really make it rain. Fresh is best. So that's what we're drinking right now, guys. Really, that's not what we're drinking yet. We're getting ready to drink it. I'm opening it now. We're going to pour it into this fantastic paper cup that was provided by the Hampton Inn. Oh, got a little bit of heady. A little bit of heady to pour, but you know, what can you do? Got a new hat going on here, guys. Oh, you want to see that? You want to see the hair? What the hair is doing? Oh my God! Look at it. Oh fuck! What is going on? Yeah, I got a new hat while I was out at the brewery, Appalachian Mountain. I got a new hat, A&B Brewing Company, right there. We're going to put it on because my hair is fucked up right now. Oh, my God damn. What the fuck is going on over here? How are you guys doing? Haven't talked to you guys in probably, I don't know, 3, almost 4 weeks. I don't know if you noticed on this original thing, I'm not wearing any pants. You know, I'm in my underwear at the moment, but what can you do, right? I probably need to adjust this camera a little bit down so I can get, you know, a little bit of a headshot, a little better headshot going on. Let's go over here to my mail. Yeah. So that's what we're going to be. That's what we're going to be looking at. Oh fuck. You know, I got onto Boone at about 4 o'clock. I drove through a lot of fucking haze and fog coming into town once I hit Blowing Rock. And I'm kind of disappointed. You know, I thought I was coming up. It looked like originally when I looked at the weather that we were going to have some snowfall starting tomorrow. So I came up here today. I said, oh, we're going to get some fresh powder tomorrow. And then the next day it's going to be nice and groomed, and the sun's going to come out. It's going to be nice and sunny. We'll have 2 great and 2 varying, days of skiing. We'll have one day with some fresh powder. We'll have one day with them, kind of some warming temperatures and a little bit of a slushiness to it, which is good. I like that sometimes. And I get up here and it's fucking nothing but goddamn rain. And we're gonna see what the conditions look like, but it's not looking so great at the moment. I'm gonna go over here and adjust this camera real quick. I'll be right back. I'll talk to you while I'm gone. But haven't talked to you guys in a long goddamn time. It seems like forever, really. We're going to drop, we're going to drop this camera down a little bit. Oh, yeah, that looks better. That way we can get a nice close-up. I just made a decision the last second to come up here to Boone. I said, what the hell? What else I have to do? I got nothing else to fucking do. I'm sitting around Somerville with fucking rain that is out of control. And the temperature, the rain, everything is pretty much about the same as Boone at this point. But I figured, what the hell? I made a decision last minute, like last night. I said, fuck it. I'm going to Boone. I'm going to go up there. I'm going to see if I can ski. I want to hit a couple breweries. Boone has a lot of nostalgia for me. I love it. I've been coming up here since I was about 5 years old. I did, one of the first videos that I did solo, once Caleb and I split, one of the first times that I got the video to fucking work was up here in Boone, North Carolina. I had been trying forever. I was getting, the audio was working fine, but I was trying forever to get the video to work and get it. The video worked. I mean, I was recording, but I couldn't get it uploaded to YouTube. And the Boone episode that I did probably almost a year ago, really. I'll have to go up and look it up. Maybe I'll put it in the show notes so you can link to it and you can see that Boone episode. But it was probably a year ago that I was in this same very hotel, and I did the show actually over here. If you look, I probably did the show over here on this table instead of over here on the couch. Yeah, this is a better shot here. So this shot here originally, you can see, I'm not wearing any pants. I've already said that. I'm in my underwear right here. I've got a shirt on. I'm just comfortable, guys. Let's be comfortable, really. I can zoom back in. Oh, what was I saying? I got this new hat, Appalachian Mountain Brewing Company hat. I like it. It's a nice wicking hat. It's got a nice perforated back into it, so this would be a good hat to wear on the Mississippi River when I go paddle. This beer, did we talk about it? We talked about it already. Really. So what has been going on? Well, I just got back into town, I guess. I got back into to Somerville. What is today? Today is Monday the 15th. So not this past Friday, but the Friday prior to that, I got into Somerville. I drove all the way across from Arizona all the way to South Carolina. I don't remember how many days it took me, but I'm not digging this episode already, guys. I feel very discombobulated. I've had maybe one too many old fashions here in the room. I don't know. I'm kind of glad. I'm glad I did not go live because I'm not real happy with the way this video is going so far. But what are you gonna do? Oh, I look so fat. I've got to lose so much goddamn weight in the next few months. Probably 20 pounds is what I'd like to lose, but I don't even know what I was going to talk about tonight. I'm so out of practice as far as doing this show. What show are we doing, by the way? This is Craft Conversations. I am Brian Dales. I'm your host. I'm really not happy with this podcast so far. You know, I don't do any edits. I don't do any redos. I don't do any I don't even know. I can't even think of anything. What kind of a host am I? Well, I'm the host of Craft Conversations. What was that song up front? That was Robin, Dancing on My Own. You know, I thought of that song yesterday when it was Valentine's Day, and I said, you know what? I don't have a partner. I don't have a friend. I don't have a Valentine, and I'm just dancing on my own, you know, which is fine. Do I like it all the time? No, I don't. You know, I'd like to have a companion, a compadre. I do have a dog. I have Leia. You've seen Leia. And she is fantastic, and she really gives me a lot of great company and some good laughs, and she keeps me honest, and, you know, I do a lot with Leia. And I appreciate that, but, you know, I'm not into bestiality. I'm not down with, you know, doing crazy shit with the dog. So she's just a companion, and she keeps me company, and she makes me laugh, and she makes me smile. But sometimes, you know, I wish sometimes that there was more to my travels than anyway. I drove all the way back from pretty much left. What was the last episode I did? I think it was up in Vegas somewhere. I drove to Flagstaff, spent some time with my son and my daughter-in-law for about a week, and then had a snowstorm up there in Flagstaff. I couldn't even leave Flagstaff. I wanted to a couple of days prior to what I did. But we had a snowstorm. I couldn't get out of there. But we had a good time regardless. I finally got out of there. I went down to Sun City. I stayed with my son's in-laws, Bill and Ellen, down in Sun City, Arizona, and we had a great time down there. I stayed one night. And Mr. Bill, at his new bar that he has there inside of his house, he made me, I think we had 5 Manhattans that night, and we had some great fucking conversation. I wish I I wish I would have recorded it. I wish I would have asked Bill if we could do a podcast. And God damn it, we missed a lot of conversation that Bill and I had that evening. And you know, it's in my head, it's in my mind, it's ingrained in my memory. But I wish, man, I really wish that we would have recorded that, because it was some fantastic topics and conversation, and just all around good fucking time, really. Left Sun City, went down to Tombstone, Arizona. Was not too impressed. You know, it was okay, but I was expecting a little bit more dramatic scenery and backdrops and fucking. I can't even fucking think right now, guys. I don't know. It was a little too commercial. It wasn't very interesting. I stayed at a nice little spot there off of a riverbed. It was okay. I left there and I drove pretty much non-stop all the way across. I didn't even stay at campsites. I just pretty much poured up Walmarts and overnight stays. I didn't want to pay for camping. I didn't want to hook up. I didn't want to disconnect and do all this kind of stuff. I just drove and stayed overnight at places just so I could get back on the road first thing in the morning and push off. And I was trying to hurry and bustle back to South Carolina. What I did notice is the closer and closer that I got to South Carolina, to the south, you know, I came all the way from Nevada all the way across to South Carolina. What I noticed was when I got into the south, Texas didn't really give a flying fuck about COVID. But once I got into Mississippi and Louisiana and Georgia, oh my God, they didn't give a goddamn about fucking COVID. No precautions whatsoever. I mean, sometimes the door didn't even say you had to wear a mask. It just said, you're assuming the risk when you come into this motherfucker that you may get COVID. They didn't give a shit. Which is, you know, par for the course. South Carolina, 50% of the places I've gone to so far do not give a flying fuck. The employees are not wearing a mask. Most of the patients are not wearing a mask. There's no distancing. Nobody is staying away from each other. And it's pretty sad, really. I mean, we got a fucking vaccination out right now, and there's a certain amount of people that are getting it. There's a certain population that are getting it at the moment, and if people just fucking hold tight and just, you know, keep their mask on, keep the distancing going, and just stay in tune with what the rules are and with what President Biden has set forth. You know, wear your mask, double mask if you have to, social distance, wash your hands, sanitize, whatever. And if everybody could just hold tight until most of the population is vaccinated, excuse me, which would be, you know, the middle of the summer, we could maybe get out of this goddamn thing, you know? Why can't we just pay attention to the rules for a little bit longer, and everybody can fucking get out of this goddamn thing, you know? Fuck. I know. This podcast sucks. I'm so out of practice. I'm in my underwear. I did find out that all the Warrior paddle stuff that we get for this Warrior Expeditions thing that I got selected for, all the stuff that we get, over $3,000 worth of equipment, really, we get to keep. You know, from the kayak, which is, you know, I figured there's no way I'm getting selected. I knew I had a good story. I didn't think I had, I don't know. I didn't think I would get selected, really, guys. I figured there's no way I'm getting selected. There's so many people that have a better story than me, that have more disabilities than me, that have more PTSD, that are more damaged than me, that need this therapy more than I do. I got on and told a story, told my story, and got selected. And man, I'm so excited for this thing. I'm so stoked. I'm trying to get prepared. You know, I pretty much quelled all my travel. And stopped everything I was doing, came back to South Carolina just so I could join a gym, so I could have stability, so I could have somebody to watch my trailer, my dog. I didn't have to have any obligations whatsoever. I could focus just on my training. So I'm very grateful that these guys selected me, and I hope to do them proud. I will do them proud. It's me and 3 other people that are going to go out on this Mississippi River, middle of July. We're going to paddle for up to 3 months or so. What the fuck is going on with the shirt? Let's go this way. There we go. We're going to paddle for about 90 days, approximately. Already I've seen that I have some awesome teammates that are going to go out and paddle this thing with me. Man, it's going to be so exciting. And in that same vein, I've signed up for some events. You know, I joined a gym there in Somerville, Anytime Fitness. That way I can make sure that I had access to, you know, a bunch of cardio equipment, a bunch of weight training, specifically a rowing machine. It does not have a sauna or a hot tub or a steam room. I may switch gyms just for that, because I would really like to have some of those options. Just like this hotel room does not have a fucking bathtub. Yeah. Doesn't have a bathtub, guys. I was hoping to soak in a bathtub tonight, but not going to happen. But with all that training, with the gym time, I've signed up for 2 different events so far. The first one is the 27th of this month, of February. It's called the Almost 9 Miler, which I guess at one point it was almost 9 miles, and now it is actually a 10-mile event. It is out in Monk's Corner. I can't remember the name of the place, but you actually do a 5-mile loop trail loop, and then you do it a second time. So it's actually 10 miles. And then there's also a 4-time and a 6-time, I think. So you can do up to an ultra marathon if you want. My brother and I, Bruce, are doing the 10-mile portion of it. That's on the 27th of February. A trail race. Haven't done anything like that since May 5th of 2018. The last Spartan race I did with my son, Brian Jr. And that's when I said I was retiring from competitive events. So this will be the first one I've done since then. It's the 9-miler, almost 9-miler. I've also signed up in late June for a Spartan race. It's not your typical Spartan race. You know, normally a Spartan race is a Spartan sprint, super, or beast. The sprint is 3+ miles and 20 obstacles or so. The super is 8+ miles and 25+ obstacles or so. The beast is 13+ miles and 30+ obstacles. This is actually a night race, and it's only a trail race. So it's going to be, I think it's a 10K that I'm doing. I thought my mic had fallen down off of my shirt, but it is not. It is a 10K night race, so it's going to be off-road. It's going to be trail. There's no obstacles. It starts at 8 p.m. at night, and we do 6.2 miles. So I signed up for that, and I think there's going to be a few other stuff interspersed in between all these things to try and get me into shape. I've also signed up for a 100-mile challenge for this month, which is to stop soldier suicide. And we're supposed to log 100 miles. You know, we're doing fundraising on Facebook through the nonprofit to help to stop soldier suicide. We're doing 100 miles either walking or running. I guess some people have decided that that biking is okay and what have you. But realistically, in the description, it is supposed to be walking or running. And you do 100 miles within the month of February. So I am way behind at the moment. I'm going to go down in the morning and actually run here in the gym, but I think we're at, I don't fucking know where I'm at right now. Maybe 20 miles out of 100, and it is the 15th of February at the moment, so we're more than halfway through. I need to step it up, but we're going to get there. And I'm also still doing the burpee challenge, which started on January 1st. So the burpee challenge is you do 1 burpee on January 1st, you do 2 on the 2nd, 3 on the 3rd, 4 on the 4th, so on and so forth. So you do 31 through the month of January. On February 1st, now that's 31 plus 1, so now you're doing 32 burpees on February 1st. Today we're at 46, I believe. And it goes all the way up until December 31st of 2021. That day you will do 365 burpees. Yeah, so it's cumulative. You're doing all these burpees. You jump down into a plank position, and then you kick your feet back in. Oh, I'm sorry, you jump down into a plank position. You do a push-up, come back up, you jump your feet in, you stand up, you jump. I throw my hands up in the air and do a jump. My son does kind of a jump with his hands behind him, kind of a back thing. I don't know. There's a couple of different variations of a burpee, but yeah, at the end of the year, we're going to do 365 goddamn burpees in a day. So that's what's happening. My youngest son, Alec, he had COVID. I guess his girlfriend had got it from a friend of hers, and then she gave it to Alec. COVID. Only symptoms he pretty much had was no smell and no taste, which is good. He's pretty much into chemical and molecular biology, and told me if I was to get COVID, that would pretty much be the same symptoms that I would have, more or less. He's over it now. He's quarantined. He did 4 days of fasting, and he did something else. He did some kind of cocktail thing, but pretty much 4 days of fasting to rid his body of this ailment, whatever, and got rid of it. So we're all going to get vaccinated eventually. I'm trying to get vaccinated, and like I said, the VA is only doing veterans 70 years old and above. I'm gonna get in there eventually. I've got to get vaccinated for this paddle trip I'm doing down the Mississippi River. Speaking of that, we're going to try, I'm up in Boone, North Carolina right now. I'm going to do some skiing hopefully in the next day or two, but originally the plan was for this week that I was maybe going to drive down to Miami and maybe even into the Keys. The elusive Gordon Peters is doing some work down there near Miami, and then he's going to go down into the Keys possibly. But we talked the other night about me driving down and doing some paddling down there on some of the intercoastal waterways of the Keys in Miami. And I made the decision to come up here to Boone instead. So, who knows? We're going to get down there eventually. I may go into Santee State Park this weekend with an old boss of mine and a friend, Brad Mallett, and his girlfriend, April Aldrich. We maybe they're staying at the Santee State Park this weekend in their camper. They've got a camper very similar to mine, travel trailer. Same company, a little different line, 5 years newer. 5 years? 7 years newer. No, 4 years newer. I'm sorry. So my trailer is a 2017 Forest River Rockwood 1905. Theirs is a 2021 Forest River Geo Pro. Mine's about 21 feet long. Theirs is 20. Oh my God, so similar styles, but just newer model, a little bit more of an off-road model than what I got. But anyway, they're set up to go to Santee State Park this weekend. They've asked me to come along. I may pull the trailer and go to Santee as well and stay the weekend with those guys side by side, and we'll do some camping together and compare campers, I guess. But so we'll see. Also, Gordon and I want to paddle the Edisto, the South Fork of the Edisto. So we want to do the South Fork from the top all the way down through the confluence, all the way through to the Edisto Beach, over 100 plus miles. Of course, we would camp out 2, 3, 4 nights or whatever it may take. So that's something that may come up as well. And that's all I got, guys. I don't know. I was going to do a big show. I was going to have somebody call in. A couple of different people suggested they might want to call in, but I don't know. I'm just not into it tonight. I really just want to go down to the pool, relax. I'm going to finish up this Crowler beer. Maybe watch a little bit of Tube. Catch up on some late night television. What time is it? 10:30 at night. Yeah. I'm really interested in talking to a guest on this show. I haven't had a guest on here, a live guest, in forever. I really want to get in touch with, and I've already been talking with Dale Lippin of the Punch List MMA podcast, formerly, what the fuck is his name? Formerly, I can't even remember what goddamn name of the fucking, what his podcast was before. But I want to get in touch with Dale. I want to sit down. I'd like to do it in person, really. Maybe in his studio. And catch up and see what he's doing. But I'm living the dream, guys. Really. I have no obligations. I have no ties. I have nothing. I can go wherever the fuck I want to go. I can do whatever I want to goddamn do. You know, right now I've got my dog staying with my parents, so that's a little bit of a limitation, but normally I've got the dog, I've got everything, I've got the camper. I can stay and do and fucking anything. Anything I want to fucking goddamn do, I can do. I have freedom. I'm out of the rat race. I'm not doing the rat race. I'm not sitting in that fucking wheel spinning all goddamn day. I'm not fighting traffic. I'm not fucking sitting at work, falling asleep in front of the goddamn computer and pulling my hair out at the fucking meeting that's going on for fucking over an hour. I'm not bound by a boss that is fucking giving me tasks that are just ridiculous, and that's, oh my God. I have none of that. I had the freedom to do whatever the fuck I want to goddamn do. And I love it. I love it. God damn. It's so fucking good. You know, not everybody has the opportunity to do that. But they should. You know, get yourself out of goddamn debt. Pay off your fucking bills. Pay off your house. Sell your house. Sell your cars. Buy something cheaper. Pay outright for the stuff. Get rid of your credit card debt. Pay everything down. Have nothing and no one to answer to. Live your best life. It's short. I'm almost 49 years old. With the condition that I have, polycythemia, I may live to 65 at best, hopefully longer. So I'm 49. 59, that's 10 years. 60, that's 11. Add 5 to that, that's 16. Realistically, I have 16 summers left. 16 summers. What am I going to do with them? What am I going to do with my goddamn life? What am I going to do? Am I going to have fun? Am I going to fucking sit around and fucking bitch and moan about my goddamn life? Am I going to sit around and bitch and moan about the goddamn government, about everything that's happening to me? Am I going to fucking live? Am I going to go out and explore and see everything that this goddamn land has to offer, that the world has to offer? Am I going to try and make the world a better place and leave it better off than when I found it? Yeah, I am.